Hey everybody, I'm asking some questions. They're really leading questions um, for people who believe in a pre-trib rapture, people who believe in dispensationalism, and I won't get into tons of detail on what that all means, but I have several videos here, or a few videos here, where I'm asking specific questions of people with that belief system, so that we can have a dialogue. These are leading questions. I don't actually have these questions. I just wonder how you answer them. Okay. I've talked to thousands of dispensationalists, probably thousands, for sure hundreds. And I haven't really gotten anything straight from any of them on this. So I'm going to play a video here real quick. Well, here, I'll ask my question first. Here's the question. And this is particularly to the pre-trib rapture crowd, the rapture so-called watchers, people who put out videos on YouTube, and there's a lot of them that are telling everybody that Jesus is coming soon. Okay, so my question here is, when did the meaning of soon change? When did the meaning of soon change?
Encourage one another and understand when Jesus Christ comes back, the timing will be perfect. Don't put all your trust in man, put your trust in God alone. Jesus said, "Behold,
First comment is, yeah, no man really knows. Put your trust in God and his perfect timing. So right off the bat, see, she's made a lot of videos. Really nice lady, but people are getting frustrated, and she knows that. So the problem that these rapture watchers have had is they keep hyping this so much that people are finally just stop. They're not listening anymore. Like, yeah, I've heard it all before. I mean, it's just happening more and more often because, if you keep promising things and they don't happen, people stop listening, right? So every once in a while, somebody like her will come along and say, hey, I just need to encourage you to hold on. And really what she means is, hey, I'm not God. I don't know for sure, but I still do know, so keep listening to me, even though I'm not really telling you a date. You still need to listen to me when I tell you that it's soon. So that little statement she made there is code for, um, I'm not setting a date. Only God knows the date, but I still know what I'm talking about.
in God alone." Jesus said, "Behold, I come quickly." In other words, this church age we are living in is coming to a close very soon. Remembering, with God, a day is like 1,000 years, and 1,000 years is like a day. It's been approximately 2,000 years since Jesus ascended into heaven. In God's timing, that's just 2 days. He comes quickly. All the
Okay, so here's the big question, you guys. If 2,000 years is just like 2 days to God, which, let's go ahead and accept that it's nothing to him. 2,000 years is nothing, right? Um, and God said, "Soon, I come quickly, I come soon," 2,000 years ago, and that was really nothing to him. And he was talking about it from his perspective of time, like when he says, "I'm coming quickly, I'm coming soon, I'm coming shortly," whatever the things in this book are going to come to pass shortly. Revelation 1:1. The time is at hand. Revelation 1:3. Um, if he meant from his point of view, why couldn't it be another 2,000 years then? Since 2 days, 2,000, that's only 2 days to God. It's only 2 more days. Why couldn't it be 10,000 more years before he returns? That's only 10 days. If you're gonna use that as your measuring stick of what soon means, if you're gonna try to do it from God's point of view, then it really loses all of its meaning, doesn't it? Soon doesn't mean anything anymore. And like, here's the reality. So okay, here's my question then. When did it change its meaning? If 2,000 years ago, Revelation 1 says, "I come quickly," and it actually didn't mean soon 2,000 years ago, it didn't literally mean soon to human beings, it only meant soon to God, then why on earth would that verse suddenly change its meaning and actually mean soon to human beings today? Where where do you where do you get the notion? Where do you get the credibility in making that statement? Now I realized she's saying, well, we're seeing all the signs coming to pass, so now we know that soon is soon. Okay, I mean, that's just speculation, though. I'm asking you, why did soon not literally mean soon 2,000 years ago? In the same verse, suddenly today in 2019 actually does mean soon. Interestingly, she brings up Hebrews. She quotes Hebrews 10:25, not forsaking the assembling of ourselves together as the manner of some is, but exhorting one another, encouraging, teaching, and so much the more as ye see the day approaching. The day approaching. They say the day is the rapture, I guess, or the second coming. Since there are no signs of a rapture, it can't be the rapture that she's talking about. She has to be talking about the second coming, which means 7 years earlier is the rapture. See, again, playing with words, but as ye see the day approaching, can somebody tell me what did the Hebrews that this was written to 2,000 years ago? What were they supposed to mean? Think of that. Was the writer of Hebrews lying? The day is not really you can see the day approaching. No, you can't because it wasn't. Was he lying? Were they seeing the wrong day? How can that verse be true 2,000 years ago and also true right now? How can soon be not actually soon 2,000 years ago, but suddenly be soon now? I'd like an answer to that question. And I will ask one more question. This is somewhat related because I get chastised all the time that if you're not watching as Jesus commanded us to do, he commanded us to watch. He told us to watch. I hear this over and over again that Jesus commanded Christians to watch. Otherwise, they will be caught with their guard down. They will be caught like a thief in the night. I can quote all the same verses. We all know the verses. Okay, here's my question. What happens to a non-watching Christian when the rapture occurs? So I, I get some people believe that people who don't watch for the rapture are not going in the rapture. That actually makes the most sense of all the answers I've ever gotten. However, you got other problems. Now you're saying there's a partial rapture. Some Christians, true believers, if they're distracted by, I don't know, preaching the gospel to the poor in India, so they're not really paying attention to the news, so they're not really watching for the rapture, right? They're going to be left behind. Sorry, sorry, you're a good Christian and doing what you're told, but you didn't do that, so I guess you're not going. I mean, okay. I mean, that's just a problem, isn't it? That God would only take half of his bride, leave the other half to suffer. But that's at least consistent. That's at least answers this question or attempts to answer it honestly, because you guys, it really doesn't make any sense. If I'm a Christian and I'm going in the rapture, even if I don't believe in it, okay, I don't believe in it, by the way. And and I've talked to many, 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 many people who say, well, you're going to be pleasantly surprised. And then they make fun of me, they mock and they scoff at me, and they say, as we're going up, I'll just accept your apology. This mocking thing. Okay, whatever. That's all in good fun. I know. But they believe I'm going anyway, even if I don't believe in it. So if I don't believe in it, I'm surely not watching for it. Tell me what the problem is. Tell me what happens to me. Because the Bible doesn't say specifically. So maybe that's your answer. Like, well, gosh, why would you want to find out? I mean, it doesn't sound good. you know, um, let's see. Let me find. I gotta get here. This is the one that they use. Times and seasons. Have no need that I write unto you, for yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord comes as a thief in the night. So when they're saying peace and safety, that is the unbelievers. Sure, okay. Sudden destruction comes upon them, the unbelievers. Yep, okay. They shall not escape, but ye are not in darkness, that it should overtake you as a thief. And so, therefore, let us not sleep. Let us watch and be sober. So, you guys take that to mean I'm supposed to be watching for the rapture, because that day would overtake me as a thief, which you guys say is the rapture. And I'm saying to you, what does that actually mean? Are you actually insinuating that you watchers are not going to be at all surprised by suddenly being in the presence of the Lord in your new body, that's not going to surprise any of us. I mean, will we even have time? I'm told by some people it's going to happen in the 40th of a second, or something. Okay, how is there any room to be surprised? How is there any time to have any thoughts whatsoever of any kind? I don't know anybody, even if it happened slowly, even if it took 10 minutes to happen, I can't imagine anyone, I don't care how good a Christian you think you are, that's not going to be like, whoa, that was really amazingly and interesting and surprising and whatever. Like, I didn't expect that to happen. I mean, I knew it was going to happen soon, but I didn't really believe it. You mean to tell me you guys are all like ready to? I mean, it's not even going to come as a surprise to you. It won't even shock you a bit. Leaving the planet physically in your body and going to heaven, that's not going to surprise you. I'm just saying, like, and why is that bad if it does surprise you? I don't get it. Does Jesus take you aside? Like, I go up with you and I'm not watching, and we get there and we're all there and we're like, whoa. And does Jesus say, okay, I want all of you guys, that weren't watching, come on over here. We're gonna go in this room over here, and then like he's gonna yell at us for half an hour because we weren't. Do we not get rewards that we should have gotten because we weren't watching? I do know some people say only people who love his appearing are going to get the crown, and those who don't love his appearing don't get the crown. But that's not what these verses say. These verses say it'll take you off guard. I'm told I'm going to be taken off guard. Not that I'm not going to get my crown. Is it both? Do I not? Okay. My point is, again, if I'm a Christian and I'm going to heaven and I've got my new body and I'm going to enjoy all these things anyway, whether I watch or not, who cares? What is the big deal? Just tell me the big deal. I'd love to hear it. All right, that's it for right now. Appreciate you guys commenting and answering, having a discussion. Hopefully, I'll get more than like 4 views. Thanks.